Stay tuned as we will be going live soon. To sponsor a show or advertise, call or WhatsApp 0763 593 288. Melo Media. Melo Media. Melo Media.
Hi guys, this is Senjo from Melo Media. For a while now, we have been talking about the introduction of a certain program, or rather a certain show. Well, guess what? I know we are a little bit beyond the festive season, but I still bring to you good tidings. On February 13th, Sunday, this coming Sunday, I would like to invite you to join me as I launch the now infamous program called Ask a Young Zambian with Senjo. Now, this program has been brewing in the background. We were not too quick to throw it to you because it is a very sentimental program and it has a lot of value attached to it. This program is aimed at exposing the many different issues that the young people of Zambia have been struggling with. We're talking about suicide, we're talking about other mental health issues, we're talking about environmental issues and abuse of substance and different other vices. Just last year, I think late last year, we lost a certain young male nurse who killed himself and ended up killing his alleged girlfriend. And just last week, I think we lost a young lady from Matero. Now, beyond the RIPs and the gone too soons, what have we done? How much have we invested in finding out what is causing young people to easily take their lives? It's just last week, I think, we lost a young lady from Matero. Now, beyond the RIPs and the gone too soons, what have we done? How much have we invested in finding out what is causing young people to easily take their lives? Okay, we walk through the streets of different cities and we see young people abusing drugs and doing all sorts of things. Besides the comments that we pass, besides how we feel sorry for them, what have we done in an effort to dig deeper into finding out what causes them to go into these different other vices? So there's a lot of different issues that young people are struggling with, but they're afraid to come out because of the reception. Because when they come out, there's a certain way that society receives their coming out and talking about these issues. So we want to create an environment as Melo Media where young people can come out and speak about different issues that eat them up on the inside, because we do not want them to bottle it up anymore. So we are using this program, we're going to provide a platform where young Zambians can openly speak and talk about the many different issues, and we're also going to bring experts who are trained to deal with these different issues to help us discuss and help us understand why people find it easy to resort to these dangerous mental health and just altogether unhealthy practices. Okay, so join me on Sunday. I'm going to provide a platform where young Zambians can openly speak and talk about the many different issues, and we're also going to bring experts who are trained to deal with these different issues to help us discuss and help us understand why people find it easy to resort to these dangerous mental health and just altogether unhealthy practices. Okay, so join me on Sunday as I kickstart this program, as I lay down the structure of the program, as I highlight how you as the audience can get involved and how together we can find solutions to the raging problems that are eating us up as young Zambians. So I would like to use this video to just implore you, to ask you, to request from you as a concerned or affected young Zambian to kindly share this video and ask the person next to you who has either not heard about Melo Media or has not subscribed to our platforms. This is not in a selfish bid to grow our brand, but it's a concentric effort that is centered around finding solutions to problems. Okay, so please share this video between now and Sunday. Let at least 2 or 3 people who do not know about this program get in the know and set that date and join us as we kickstart this journey to help us grow and grow better as young Zambians. Thank you, and see you guys on Sunday.
What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome to it. Welcome to the day we have been waiting for. Ish. I hope you guys are feeling all right on this Sunday. Ish. I hope you guys are feeling all right on this beautiful Sunday. Yeah, today is a day, man. Today is a day that we have been waiting for so long. We promised to bring you this program today, and the day that we promised has finally come. So, welcome to it. Ask a Young Zambian with Senjo. A very nice program with very good intent, if I should mention. Uh, we are living in at a time rather, where there's so many things happening around us, so many issues going on, and there's so much bottling of issues just from deep within that people are so afraid of coming out for whatever reasons we don't know. But Ask a Young Zambian with Senjo has come to unearth and uproot those issues and just bring them to light and see if we can find solutions. So, what is Ask a Young Zambian with Senjo? Well, this program basically asks the question, what is bothering you as a young Zambian? What issues are you struggling with that you're afraid to bring out and seek help so that together as other young Zambians, collectively, we can find solutions? So Ask a Young Zambian has come, and hopefully I can be confident enough to say it has come to stay, but my confidence depends on your reception. Okay, why have we brought up this program? We could easily come up with a program to entertain you. We could bring jokers just to make you laugh and all those things, but this is a timely program that has been brought at a time when young people really need closure. We need closure. We need to come together as young people and just understand what is bothering us, what is eating us up, what issues are we bottling that are claiming our lives at such an early stage. So this is your boy Senjo with Melo Media. Before we go any further, I would like to implore you, because this stream is showing as a live stream, so I'd like to implore you to kindly turn to your phone and just share this video. Okay, let somebody who hasn't yet gotten into the loop with us just get hooked and just get in the know of what's going on. We are bringing solutions. We are unearthing issues, things that you've never really heard about, things that you thought you were going through alone. We are bringing people that are going through different experiences that are going to comfort you and make you feel and understand that you are not alone. We are together as young Zambians in these many issues that we're struggling with. None of us is an island. None of us is going through what we're going through alone. So we are together. I hope I hope mukita like and follow up apeti kamba ngati si mukita like tiza kutembelelani. Yeah, man, it's never a bad time to throw in a joke. We're living in a time where we don't know what people are going through, so it's always good to make somebody laugh and just make them smile. It's a crazy world that we're living in. Yeah, so just share this video, share the video before we preempt. Let's generate a bit of traffic. Let's get a few more of our friends to join in before we just take it a notch higher, because this is, I promise you, man, this is super interesting, man. Why not? Why not? Let me drop a disclaimer. We're not talking naked females. We're not talking about who licked whose bat. We're not talking about anything funny, but we're talking about real life situations, because that's what Ask a Young Zambian with Senjo is all about. This is a realistic, unscripted program that brings issues from their core. It will go deep into the areas where people are hiding to bring them out, because one thing that you're going to realize as this program progresses is that this zone here, this is the no judging zone. This is not a finger pointing zone. This is, pardon me, this is a zone where people are free to express themselves. This is a zone where people are free to come out of their cocoons, to break out of their shells and feel free to express themselves, because we're not just here to listen to your stories. We're not just here to ask you the questions, but we are here to bring solutions. Okay, we're here to all together. The ultimate goal behind setting up Ask a Young Zambian is Senjo is to find solutions to problems. Okay, so um, our target audience for this program, we are targeting every Zambian who feels young, either in age or at heart or by physique. If you feel like you're a young Zambian, this is your program. If you feel like you're a young Zambian and you're struggling with issues, this is your program. Okay, that's why I keep on, like, you won't hear the last or the end of me emphasizing on you sharing this video, because every young Zambian holds stake in this program, and we do not want to leave anybody behind. We want to pick this up with every Zambian that this information and this program concerns, and go all the way with them to the very end. This program is designed to give a platform to Zambians who feel, young Zambians who feel alone, young Zambians who feel left out, young Zambians who feel rejected, and altogether young Zambians who feel like they're fighting their battles alone. Instead of folding your hands and feeling sorry for yourself and feeling left out and feeling neglected, this platform, this program creates a platform where you can freely stretch your hands and join the many other young Zambians who are struggling with the same issues, or who may have had struggled with the same issues at one point in their lives and they found solutions. So we're trying to tag each and every young Zambian in this chain so that we can start together and finish together. I'm glad to announce that on my own, or on our own as Melo Media, we are not trained, we're not accurately experienced, we're not even altogether endowed with the capability to uh, delve into the deep intricacies of this issue. So we are glad to announce that we have engaged a number of trained personnel to help us understand and discuss these issues at their core and from a professional perspective. Okay, so we are going to be airing this program every Wednesday at 20 hours. So you may want to keep that date. Every Wednesday at 20 hours, we're going to be airing this program. And we have a number of subjects that we want to tackle. We have a number of subjects. Among them, there is issues to do with mental health, which are very, very critical at this particular time, because every now and then in the news, we hear stories about, no, this person took their own life. No, this person who was very fit and very healthy just yesterday has turned to substance abuse. No, this person who was okay, who looked just very fine yesterday, is depressed now and they look discombobulated and all those things. So mental health is a program that we cannot afford to sideline and to marginalize and altogether pay a myopic eye to. These are issues that are eating us up every day, and we just want to take time to explore every avenue that falls under the mental health aspect. So under mental health, we have issues like suicide. Man, young people are taking their own lives nowadays with so much ease. I don't know if it's with so much ease, but it's very appalling to I even fail to grasp what really goes through their minds to get to a point of resorting to take your own life just because you're going through a certain phase in life. I want to call it a phase because there's always a point where, regardless of how dark and how filthy your situation may seem, there's just a portal at some point that just scoops you out of that situation and everything goes back to being normal or to being proper again. So under mental health, we're going to talk about issues to do with suicide. We're going to talk about issues to do with low self-image. We're going to talk about issues to do with stress, depression. We're going to talk about issues to do with anxiety and substance abuse, sexual abuse, and all those things. And guess what? Wait, before I get there. So, besides mental health, we also have issues like entrepreneurship and survival altogether, because some of the reasons that a lot of young people are turning to vices, dangerous vices, is because they are finding it hard to survive out there. They're finding it super hard to survive, to find employment, to get entrepreneurship opportunities, or altogether just survive. Okay, so we're going to talk about entrepreneurship and survival altogether as young people. And besides that, we're going to talk about the things that you like. Okay, Vama love. We're gonna talk about issues to do with love. Okay, why some people find it hard to find love. I'm on the Copper Bell right now, and I've been hearing. I was there even before I left Lusaka. I was hearing people talk about no, Lusaka is one big bedroom where everybody has been to whose bed and whatnot. So we will really look into these issues and try to understand what's happening in the love circles among young Zambians, why there's so many divorce cases among the young couples, why there's a lot of abuse among partners in their homes, why a lot of people are leaving their homes going to look for, I don't know if it's even if married couple refer to them as blessers as well. I don't even understand what they get blessed with, because for you to get married you must have a blessing in your partner, man. So many things going on. And one very important thing that I want to mention, these subjects that I have mentioned are subjects that we sat down as Melo Media and wrote down or stipulated as issues that commonly beg, they've got commonplaceness. They beg attention almost in every circle that you go. But we also understand that there are other issues beyond this, or deep down in the core of these issues that I may have mentioned, that people are holding on to as if their lives depended on, or they are keeping or bottling within themselves, that they are afraid to bring out to the masses. So what we have decided to do is, now this is super interesting, is leave it up to you guys, the audience, to submit the issues that you may be struggling with, the issues that, okay, let me compose myself, because I want to make this sound as sentimental as it is. Because look, when we're talking about issues that affect people, these are not issues to joke around with. These are not issues to laugh about, because the most painful thing about losing a life in suicide is that you will never get to understand the kind of pain that somebody felt before they decide to take their own life. So, having understood the gravity of the situation at hand, we want to make this platform open to everybody who's struggling with anything. Look, this is not, we're ready to issue or court martial anyone who picks our content and creates memes and whatnot out of it, because this is not a place to joke around. This is not a place to laugh around and pass funny comments. This is a place to find solutions. Look, I'll give you an example of myself. I, time and again, have episodes in my life where if I sit down and look at where I'm going, it looks like a dead end. Where when you look at your company, you look at the people around you, you look at I'm married, I've got kids, you look at the kids, you look at the people that supposedly depend on you, you feel like you have all these people on your back and all these issues on your back. And when you look at where you're going, there's a very big barrier and you feel like it's a dead end. And sometimes it really pinches on the heart. It really feels like there's absolutely no need to keep fighting because you've been doing this for so long and nothing seems to come out of it. Nothing seems to materialize out of this whole thing. And you just feel like throwing in the towel. At the end of the day, you want to find something that you can turn to in an effort to cushion the pain and the humiliation and the shame that comes with feeling and being in a particular position. Okay, I would like to. I've never resorted to things like suicidal thoughts and all those things, but I'd like to think beyond what I feel. There's somebody who feels even worse. I may be strong to stand when I'm in that situation, but there could be somebody else who may be less strong. And what do? They turn to vices. They turn to use and abuse of substance. They turn to feeling suicidal because they feel like it's not worth fighting for anymore. So this program creates, if I had a way, I swear to God, I was going to make everyone who's watching this program make a vow holding the Bible in their hands like an MP in the parliament grounds or parliament building or wherever. I was going to make everybody hold the Bible and just promise me that you will not ridicule anyone who comes out on this space. There's so many people who are willing to listen to your story, but the question that you should have is, to what use do they put the information that you preempt to them? This is a different space. We're not about shaming. We're not about clout. We're not about any other funny ideas that people may have with the information that you give to them. So, Ask a Young Zambian is Senjo is really a program that sits on the core of our hearts. At the end of the day, if we get one person or two people to change their minds about turning to destructive mental health issues or bad practices that can compromise the quality of their lives, if we can just have one or two people, that's our goal. That's our objective. The objective of this program is to cause or effect change in somebody's perspective, a positive change in somebody's perspective of life and the issues of life. Okay, so within this breath, the point that I'm trying to put across is that and I want you to pay particular attention to this statement I'm about to make. This platform is open for everybody to bring their issues to the experts. I'm going to be the host, but I will not lead the discussions because we have a lineup of experts who are trained to speak about these things, who are trained to come up with solutions to some of these issues, who are well experienced. And we have invited people who have gone through some of these issues, because how well can I advise you to desist or keep aloof from something if I don't even know or understand what it feels like to be in that situation? So we have invited people on board who have gone through the issues that we are speaking of, and we are calling on you, our audience, to come on board. Okay, if you've been through certain situations, like if you have abused substances before and you've been out of it, you are clean now, we are calling you to come on board. Let us help the people that are going through issues to snap out of them, because it's not easy. If it's a decision that one person can come out of just by waking up and deciding, a lot of people would have. But believe you me, just the way you struggled to come out of it, a lot of people are struggling. They want to come out of it, but it's really hard. They cannot come out of it. So um, please reach out to us. There's numbers scrolling on your screen right now. You can reach us on one of the two numbers that are scrolling on the screen, and we could always keep space for you. You could always tell us what kind of issues you would like to help us discuss. And the way this is going to be done is, by the way, the structure of the program in terms of the cast, we are going to have me as the host. And then we, on every episode, we will invite an expert. We have a lineup of experts, including the likes of Namatama Luwinde, the mental health activist. We have Mr. Popiri, he's a psychotherapist. We have Kutemba Falanga, she's an autism activist. We have a whole list of people that lined up to help us discuss these issues. And believe you me, we have invested in your interest. We have invested in the interest of a lot of young Zambians who are cocoons, who are encapsulated in a gazillion layers of issues that they're failing to bring out. Okay, so besides the experts, we have left a slot for one or two members of the audience who are willing to share their stories. Now, this platform is not complete if we do not have a member of the audience who happens to be a young Zambian that we can ask. The program is called Ask a Young Zambian. So on every episode, we have left a very important slot for a young Zambian to come with their issues that we can ask how it is bothering them. What is it and how it is bothering them? And at the end of the day, see if we can offer solutions to their issues. Okay, so feel free to submit um, your issues, your stories, and whatever it is that you want to share with us. Feel free. There's numbers scrolling there on the screens. We are available for this. I'll say 24/7. We're available every hour of the day. Whenever you want to reach us, you can leave us a message, or you can call us between 6 and 22 in the evening. But you can text us any other time. We'll be able to find the message and we'll get back to you in due time. So the other important announcement I want to make during this launch broadcast is that regardless of where you are, this program is not limited in location or space. If you are anywhere away from Lusaka, because we have heavy presence in Lusaka and Kitwe, so if you're anywhere away from Lusaka or Kitwe, you are not limited. You're not cut off from our reach. So if you're anywhere between Lusaka and Kitwe, or any other place, even outside Zambia, actually, because the platform that we're using has enough space to capacitate close to 10 people. So if we have 2 or 3 people that are talking about the same, 2 or 3 people from the audience that are talking about the same issue, you are free to let us know. We'll give you a slot, which will give us more insight, a diverse insight and perspective, in order for us to understand whatever it is that pertains these issues. Okay. Yeah. So we're having our first episode on, because of logistics and other things that we foresaw, we decided to have our first broadcast on Friday. After that, we're going to have them every other day, every other week on Wednesday around 20. So every week, Wednesday, 20 hours, um, expect us to bring you hot issues to deal with things that we go through as young Zambians on a daily basis. Okay, and during this broadcast, I would like to implore you to ask questions in the comment section, give us feedback. If you will, you can submit your stories. You can tell us what you want us to talk about. You can tell us if you're interested in featuring on our program, because this program is inspired by you guys. And yeah, we are affable enough, we are receptive enough, we shall accommodate you and offer the right reception to your issues. You know, the internet is really interesting. The internet is very interesting to a point where it can. Sorry, I want to share something with you guys. Yes. So it's very interesting to a point where it can help you uh, achieve really important milestones and do very important things, and at the same time, it can be a very destructive tool because from what we have understood so far, a lot of young people are struggling with issues because of how the world now receives people who come out to talk about certain issues. I remember a few weeks ago, there was, may his soul rest in peace, there was a prophet from Kafue who took his own life. I don't want to say fortunately, but for lack of a better term, I'll use that word. So, fortunately, unlike many other young people who take their own lives, he had a chance to record himself talking about how painful it was to live, and the only thing he wanted to resort to was take his own life. You know, you can only wonder what kind of pain somebody goes through for them to reach such an extent. And in his recording, he said he had prayed all manner of prayer. He had gone and called out to people, members of the public, members of the church, and people did not pay attention to him because I don't know if it was because of his man of God status or anything, but people did not pay attention to him. I'm using this example. I hate myself for using this as an example, but then I have to use it because this is what's happening everywhere else. There's a lot of people who are calling out for help, but each time somebody comes out on the internet, on the open to ask for help, there's a way we are receiving them. If somebody expresses the vulnerability and says, look, this is what I'm going through, can you people help me? You will find people picking that information and creating memes about it and making fun of it. So instead of finding solutions to a problem, it's like we're gushing deeper into it. And as a result, people are turning to destructive means of cushioning the pain that they're going through. Some are taking their own lives, some are abusing substances, some are, turning to a lot of things that are not constructive. So we want to make this space, this particular part of the internet, a haven where people can freely come and express themselves, and together we can find solutions. Let me show you something. Let me show you a clip of a young man who, listen to this.
awe mwandi vintu siviliiko vintu uzingene samo futi vikuononga manzako veupezeka nao vakusonda chifukwa cha matraki mkwala na madogo ndiye vintu tinasangufaka kulukovo wamationela molo vatu makodo wae mwana wanga anakonezeza
So my young brother in that video, if you seen clearly, he's holding what looks like a blunt. I can't really tell but it looks lit anyway. So regardless of whether it was lit or not, for me, what the message that video is portraying is that, one, that guy is talking from a point of being bonded. He's in a place where he cannot come out. He's calling out for help, but at the end of that freestyle, everybody applauds. I don't know how far people went to react and how they reacted to the information that was in that video, but these are the same people that we find in the streets abusing drugs, that end up committing suicide, and at the end of the day end up stealing from us. These are the vices that we're talking about. Look, there's a local adage that says "imitiko la empanga," and as young people, the responsibility of securing and protecting and safeguarding the future of our country is in our hands. But if we let the foundation slip, if we let the foundation, if we let it be soft and something that's shakeable, how well are we going to stand against things that are going to fight us in the future that they say is ours? So, as Ask a Young Zambian with Senjo, we are trying to secure the roots. We're trying to go to the core of the issues that we see every day and try to secure and cement the roots so that as the imiti is growing, they are growing on concrete foundations where, regardless of what happens in the future, the beginning will have been secured by the people that were there who saw and identified the problems that were shaking the foundation of the future and sorted them out before they could grow into something dangerous. There's so many examples that we can cite. I'm pretty sure if I have 5 or 10 or 11 or 25 or 46 or 98 people watching this video, there's something unique that each one of us is struggling with. In the sight of every other person, we wear smiles. We are smiling all the time. We are smiling, we are laughing, we are happy people. We are a very happy generation. But when we get home and sit in our rooms and the lights are off and it's just us, there's too many tears that fall more than the rain that Anna can bring. There's so many struggles that a lot of people are going through. But because of the way the society now has set itself in terms of receiving people who have expressed their vulnerability, a lot of people are dying inside. Believe you me, there's too many people who are dying inside. Even the people that we look at and think are the happiest among us, a lot of people are dying and struggling inside. So we cannot overly emphasize on the need to come out. We cannot overly emphasize on the need for you to come out and answer the question, what is bothering you? Melo Media is asking the young Zambian with Senjo to say, what is bothering you? We want to go beyond your answer. We want to go beyond listening to your story and go far and wide and find solutions to our problems. Remember, um, 3 out of 5 people are going through the same problem that you're going through. So if you come out and tell us and tell your story, by finding a solution to your problem, we're finding a solution to 5 other people within your circle. That's one thing you don't have to forget. So I must express my echisungubalanda shan molefokulanda filati ning fobuino sana shan. I must express my happiness. Yeah. Pena nguchima duadira boku duadira chamunga sindio mpondo so. So yeah, I want to express my utmost happiness to the fact that you have decided to come on board. You have decided to take time when you could be watching soccer, when you could be doing any other thing on this Sunday evening, but you took time to join us and listen to this broadcast. Believe you me, beyond today's broadcast, we have a lot of things, a lot of issues, a lot of stories, a lot of revelations, a lot of issues that you think the people that you see around do not have. You will be glad to understand and to realize that you're not fighting a battle alone. You're not the only person fighting a battle. There's so many other people that are going through the same thing that you're going through, but are afraid to come out. So by coming out and speaking and exposing the things that are bothering you or eating you up, you are doing not only yourself but a lot of other young Zambians a great service, and the Lord in heaven will bless you for that. Okay, so this has been your boy Senjo. This is the start of many things coming. So I'd advise you to strap your shoes and join this great marathon. Be sure to tag somebody's hand by sharing this video, and together let us march and run towards a better future for Zambia. It has been great interacting with you, and thank you for being a part of the launch of this great program. I hope going forward we shall be able to achieve great things collectively as young Zambians. So from me, thank you so much for staying tuned, and thank you so much for staying with me. May God bless you and have a beautiful Sunday evening.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
To sponsor a show or advertise, call or WhatsApp 0763 593 288. Melo Media. Melo Media. Melo Media.